Hey everyone, Caront here, welcoming you back to Tales of the Abyss. In the last episode, we made our way back to Mount Zalejo again after reassuring Annis that she was still part of us, and we got ourselves the upgraded Mieu Fire. In this episode, well, we are going to put that Mieu Fire to use. Apologies if I still sound a little bit off. I am on the way to getting better from my sinus infection, but it's still not there yet. Alright, now what you want to do is we're back in the Cheegle Woods, you notice, and that one area that we weren't able to get to before, we can now get to it. So go ahead and use the extended Mieu Fire to get that, fight off the beastie here, or just go around him, and go down into, there should be, there it is, our treasure for 10,000 gold. I don't remember if there's anything else here. Let's look around and, oh yeah, here we go. We got ourselves another tunnel where I think we can get more treasure, which is always nice. Hello. Yeah, there we go. 5,000 gold. So, yeah, it's money. I mean, it's not a lot of money, but we definitely need to be saving it up for a side quest to come. So, that's all we need to do here. I will see you guys next up over in Cherie Hill, where we have something else to do to get more treasure there. So, see you guys there. Alrighty, we are back in Cherie Hill, and if you'll recall, when we were here last time, we had all of those glyphs that we were supposed to hit to be able to open up the central entrance. Well, if you'll recall, there is one glyph we did not hit, and the main reason for that is because, well, we couldn't get to it. Alright, now that we have updated Mieu Fire, though, and Mieu Wings, we can definitely get there, so let's go ahead and do that. If it'll let me up here. Alright. Sorry, it's a little hair trigger on this. Okay, so once we're up here, of course, let's go ahead and cue Mieu Fire and see if I can hit this thing. How many tries it'll take me to hit this thing? Oh boy. Like I said, like I've mentioned before, the Mieu Fire targeting's a little rough around the edges, so it may take... Oh, there we go. Okay. I was going to say it may take me a few minutes to get this thing down, but it wasn't too bad. Alright, so that of course opens up this door right here, and if we walk in, we get more treasure, which is always wonderful. Let's see what we have here, shall we? We have Merciless Bow for, obviously, Natalia, the Sunlight Chamber, which we could always use, and Red Basil, so stat upgrade. Let's check up on this bow for Natalia. I don't think it's more powerful than the Couture's bow, and I stand corrected, alright. So, you have your best bow there, at least for now, anyway. Alright, so that's all we need to do here. Next up, I'm going to head over to Batical, to the area where I thought I was going to go in the last video, and it turns out we couldn't do that yet. But now, we can pick up one of the Nebulum weapons over there, so I will see you guys over in the abandoned factory in Batical. Alright, we are back in the abandoned factory. Specifically, we're in the first room, where you might recall there was a ladder that we actually could not get to previously. Now, of course, with Mieu Wings, we can get to it. Now, last video, I thought I would be able to head over here and pick this up, but I forgot you actually have to have Mieu Fire 2 to do it. What we're supposed to do is basically just head over here and... Come on, I said Mieu Fire now. And basically just Mieu Fire the switch over here for this elevator. Once we do that, that will turn it on, and you notice it's going to be leaving the port. So, give me just a second. I will actually pop back over to the elevator, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Alright, so we are back here on this other side. The elevator for this one, or the trolley for this one, basically just pops up right above the trolley for the main entrance, just in case you wanted to know. Alright, so once we have gotten that trolley started, just head over here. And as it turns out, we can pick up a couple of things. For one, we get, the weapon in question.
What is a bow doing in this abandoned factory?
Sorry, I didn't realize it was going to be voiced. My bad.
I can hear phonon interference.
Wow! So this is one of the catalysts? What's it doing here?
This used to be a weapon factory. They might have used this in developing new weapons.
But since they left it here, there's no problem with us taking it, right?
Sounds fine to me. This place probably belonged to the royal family anyway.
Then let's take it with us.
So we get the Holy Kelcoddle. I suppose that's how you pronounce that. Of course, that's not the only treasure we have, as you noticed. We also get a Sunlight Chamber, so always nice. Alright, next up, we are going to actually have a battle, because I'm going to head to the desert of, well, around the area of Chesedonia, where we have a monster waiting for us that we can now get now that we have the better flight zone. So, hang tight just a moment. I will see you guys in the desert. Alrighty, so we are back here in the desert, and you notice we actually have a new search point that we can reference. So let me go ahead and land here, if I can find a good spot. And we will go ahead and pop this up here. This is an area where you can get good stuff, especially in terms of, I believe, weapons, and a little bit of armor too. So this is definitely good to have. Now, the monster in question, what you want to do is try to edge as close as you can without that happening. Because after a little bit, the game's going to sort of block you off and move you away. So you'll want to be careful with that, but once you do, doggone it, well, I queued it again, sorry. It's a pretty tricky business though, so just be careful with that. But once you get to a spot where you can land, come on, let me land now, please. Thank you. All right, so once you do that, start heading up north here. And in that area, you will actually find, let's see, no, maybe I can't do it yet. I thought I could. Crap, okay. Well, mea culpa then. We can't do the Sandworm stuff just yet. I was under the impression that we could go ahead and do it, so my bad. But I guess in that case, well, we will head off elsewhere. Or I could just be interrupted by bad guys. Okay, so since we can't do that yet, what we will do actually is head over to Mount Roneal, because that is our next destination. Specifically, we're heading back to that second Sephiroth area that I went to earlier. You don't have to have done that yet, but if you do, it sets you up a little bit better for what's to come. But with that, I will go ahead and head over there, and I'll see you guys in Mount Roneal. Alright, well, we are back here in Mount Roneal's second Sephiroth. What you have to do is head into the second area and then take that first tree up. And once you do that, you are good to go here. Can I skip past this? Yes, I can. Okay. So I think there's a monster in there. Now, once you get in here, what you do is use your Mieu Fire, your Super Mieu Fire, to go ahead and light both of the torches at once, if I can do that. Come on. I know I'm able to. It's just a question of getting the aim right. Alright, let's try it over here, I guess. I wish this, I guess for the about 20,000th time in this game, I wish the aiming mechanic wasn't so bad. But there we go. It didn't take too long, I guess. Once you get the extended Mieu Fire to light this up and open up the door, then you can go into the area that we had basically prepped for a little bit earlier. First, though, to give us another... oh, gee, I wonder what I'm supposed to do with this. Give us another puzzle. You notice you've got that barrier blocking it here, so if you try to do it straight, it's going to block it. All you really have to do is just bounce it off and try to bounce it off at the right angle, and that's it. Not very tough as far as puzzles go. Alright, so once you've got that, head in here, and well, everything should be pretty much ready to go. You notice over there, there is your initial entrance. And we scan down here. Go over this way first before you go back over, because what you've got to do is once you open this area up, it will actually allow you to get the last touchstone in place so that you can make this work. Otherwise, you would be in trouble as far as trying to make this go. So let's go ahead and push this over here, and then all we got to do is grab it and tug it up, and we are good to go. So with that, I will head back over to the other side of the room here, and I will see you guys there. Alrighty, we are back here at the, well, the other side of the room. Now, what we're supposed to do is get Mieu Fire going, and it's going to take some doing with this too. Now, it recommends that you stand here to shoot off Mieu Fire, although I'm not sure if it's really going to work that well from there, so let's, come on. Now, the idea is, what you're supposed to do is, once you get this hit, it will light up all the torches in succession, and once you do that, then you can open up the door. Of course, the question is, obviously, getting it aimed right so you can actually hit the torch in the first freaking place. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there we are. And since we've positioned it already, it's already good to go. Alright, well that's that. I will see you guys back on the other side of this door, or on the other side of the room, so that we can get our prize at long last. Okie doke, we are back here at the other end of Mount Roneal's Sephiroth, in obviously the main hall. Now, once you've got this thing set up, don't worry about having to move the stuff around, because the door will stay open. all you really need to do now is open up a path basically out the other side. Before I go out the door though, I am going to go ahead and pop a holy bottle because I want to go ahead and get this item. There are actually unique monsters that you can encounter out here, but I don't really want to deal with them just yet because they're a little unusual and I don't see much need for it. Now what we are going to do here is, all we really need to do is just head around and follow the path. It's a pretty straightforward area, so don't worry too much about that. Now there are, I think, 2 or 3 unique monster encounters that you can get into here, and you don't find them anywhere else on the map, so I may show them off a little bit later just for the sake of completion, I guess. But I want to go ahead and grab this now while we are out here. You notice that search point that is way the crap over here? Well, once you get to the search point, you will get to it and find the refined flight stone, which, as the game will tell you, pretty much opens up every area of the map for you to explore, because you get a force field that can go into some of these areas that we weren't able to go into before. There are a few things that it opens up. One of them is the sand area that I was at earlier. Another is the last of the search points on the world map that you can find. You couldn't get to it before, now you can. There's also another part of Ocean Cavern that opens up, as well as the final town in the game, which we will explore in due time. For now though, let me get back to the airship and I will show you guys that search point, and we will see about ending this with a big old battle against a camera that goes nuts and against a sandworm. So hang tight, I'll see you guys there. Alrighty, so we are back out of Mount Roneal, and yeah. Main reason why I wanted to try to avoid those battles is because they're rough. One enemy in particular killed Luke, and it's the first time I've lost that much grade in a battle in a long time, so yeah, it didn't go so hot. Alright, so we have ourselves a new airship, and now you notice that little bar off there to the right side is our charge meter. When you're flying straight forward, you will charge up. When you turn, or if you put on the brakes or what have you, you will lose charge, like so. Now, the whole idea behind this is with this charge barrier, you can actually penetrate certain weather phenomena that you could not before. Most notably, those storms that were over the island that I just flew past, I think. Yeah, I flew past it. Crap. Okay. The storm clouds that were over that island next to Gran Kokma. Actually, never mind. There it is right there. We can actually pass those now. And once we do that, we can hit our final land search point that we have, that we at least haven't had access to yet. Now, once you get into the storm, you can fly around a little bit and just do your thing. So let's land next to it and pick its brain pretty much. So now that we have that, we have access to all of the search points. I have not done them yet. You notice there are several that we have yet to reference. So I will do that probably in the side video, and so that you can see all the search points referenced and we can get the reward accordingly. But I'm going to step away and meet you guys back in the desert in Chesedonia after I heal, and we will take on that sandworm. So hang tight, I'll see you guys there. Okay guys, we are back here in the desert now that we can get through, and you might have seen a big worm jumping around behind me. Well, I have to try to corral that thing, so where the heck did it go? That is part of the issue as far as trying to find this thing or trying to fight this thing, is trying to find it. So pop a holy bottle and just run around the desert, wait for it to pop up. It should start emerging from the sand, and then you can basically corral it from there. Come on, where are you? Aw, man, you cooperated. You popped up right when I wanted you to, and now you're not popping up anymore. Come on. You notice that big giant whirlwind there? We actually cannot go through that even with the refined Albiore, so you'll definitely want to be careful in regards to that. Come on, where's this? There you are. Hi. Hi. No. Come back. Come back, you stupid thing. Oh, wow, maybe having a holy bottle is a bad thing. Okay. Well, you saw it there anyway, and it was flying away from me, so let's see. Let's see if it'll pop back up here. Oh, there you are. Hi. Come on, let me chase you down. There we go. All right.
Let's go.
Welcome to the Sandworm, which, well, is actually easier than the Fear Bronco that we just fought off. You notice it's weak to water, so Splash and your Vorpal Sword are definitely going to be your best friends there. So let's go ahead and see about taking him down. Now, there actually is a stronger version of this enemy in the area that we just left. That's the one that killed me and nearly wiped out my party. So you definitely want to be careful. Don't take this thing lightly. But if you have already gotten the refined flight stone and you fought off the other worm, then this one shouldn't be too difficult. You notice he has obviously a jumping attack that he can use against you. He also has that breathing attack, which can, I believe, peril or stone your characters if you're not careful. We haven't really dealt too much with status effects in this game, but this is one of those battles where that might be a problem if you're not careful. But you notice we've already got him down to below 40,000 HP, so not really too bad. I mean, it's not a very tough battle if you're prepared. Even if you're not prepared, it might not be too bad. Oh, come on. Oh, God. Well, I say, it's not a hard battle if you're prepared, and apparently I goofed, so whoopsie. Thank you. Okay, well, I got that in time to get healed, so it shouldn't be too bad. Let's see, we're almost done. Alright, let's go ahead and just... Crap. Yes, please heal me before I die again! Are you kidding me?
I guess we're done here.
Oh, Lord. So I lost grade in the battle. Go me. But you notice it's good experience, even if Luke is laying dead on the battlefield. And we end up, you also notice, we got some ad skills here for Tyr. Okay, Tyr can run away. That's nice. Wow, lots of ad skills for her. Jeez. And we got the Guy Bowl, which I'll show off in just a moment. Once this thing reloads, that is. Alright, so the Guy Bowl is, I believe, Jade's best spear at this point in time. Yes, it is. At least for physical attack anyway. Now, if you are like me and you use Jade much more as a phonic attacker, you probably should not equip this because, well, yeah, you're going to be in trouble. But otherwise, it's a pretty good spear, and it is one of the 3 items that you need to fulfill the kitty quest up in Ketterberg. The third part of that, though, is in the optional dungeon after you beat the game, so we're not going to see that for a while, obviously. I will go ahead, though, and end things off here, and next time on Tales of the Abyss, we've got a couple of other things that we need to do in regards to getting things ready, and then we will go ahead and head back to the plot, basically. So, thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see y'all later.